Doorbells. Voice.
Well, the press rallied to support Democrats after they launched yesterday's impeachment push, or sort of impeachment push, whatever they're doing, pretending to impeach. So the press could hardly back down today when the transcript showed the entire scandal was fake. Actually, the transcript really did show the president committing crimes, or maybe it didn't show that. The press couldn't really agree on what it said. Watch.
This is worse than I think people expected.
This kind of conversation to when, a godfather would say, I want you to do something.
We also don't know if we can trust any document produced by the White House, frankly. I mean, it's terrible to say that, but true.
So the media are very confident that wanting corruption investigated is a high crime worthy of impeachment. But they're even more confident about something else. They're confident there was absolutely nothing wrong, nothing at all wrong, with Joe Biden's ne'er-do-well son getting paid hundreds of thousands of dollars by a Ukrainian energy company to sit on a board he wasn't qualified to sit on. That's totally fine.
Let's just be clear. There is no evidence of Joe Biden doing anything wrong. This is something that has been looked into.
A lot of people have attempted to look into this, and they haven't found a they're there to look into it.
Do you
American
know
media,
that they haven't
myself,
opened an
we've looked into it. The New York Times has looked into it. If what Hunter Biden did was wrong, then, boy, there are a lot of people with the last name of Trump that have some answering to do about their foreign work.
Chuck Todd wants you to know what Hunter Biden did was totally fine. And you should just shut up, okay? Just shut up. By the way, the New York Times looked into it, and they can be trusted. They got a Pulitzer for covering the Russian collusion, the spying that Trump did for Vladimir Putin. Howie Carr remembers all this. He's a radio host and author of the book, What Really Happened. He joins us tonight. So Chuck Todd does not want you to show any concern about what Hunter Biden did for that Ukrainian energy company, just so you know, Howie Carr.
Right. Chuck Todd, who used to work for a guy who lied about his combat record in Vietnam. And you have Jake Tapper. He's also very concerned about doctored documents. He worked for Chelsea Clinton's mother-in-law, who was married to a guy who went to prison for bank fraud, which is also known as doctoring documents. I mean, this is ridiculous, and then they're telling us that they told us it was a smoking gun 2 days ago. Now we have to read between the lines, right? I mean, so they're telling us basically, what the transcript says, don't worry about that. Trump meant something he didn't say. But on the other hand, you have the videotape of Biden saying something, but he really didn't mean it. And if you notice, too, Tucker, that they're always saying the same thing. First you have Adam Schiff saying it's a mob shakedown. Then you have Blumenthal tweeting out it's a gangster shakedown. Then you have Hillary Clinton's favorite journalist, Andrea Mitchell, saying, it reminds me of The Godfather. Is there an echo in here or something? And how about Stephanopoulos? George Stephanopoulos breaks in on the press conference and says, well, this is an unrepentant president. Maybe because he didn't do anything. And then he says, and he's also somewhat untruthful. Talk about a guy who should know something about untruthful presidents. Bill Clinton, he worked for, went to, lost his law license, was impeached, lied under oath. I mean, this is really ridiculous. And how about Ilhan Omar and Hillary Clinton telling us no one is above the law? I thought their whole careers proved they are above the law.
Especially
and Nancy Pelosi.
Howie Carr, we're out of time. We can go on. It's great to see you. Thank you.
Thanks.
We'll be back
Always a
tomorrow,
pleasure.
8 p.m. Sean Hannity.